How are you doing? Just a quick review of the Jack Wolfskin Gossamer tent. You can just see the logo here, Jack Wolfskin Gossamer. This is the dark moss colour. I'll show you the pack size. Yeah, nice and compact. It's about the width of my hand. Yeah, it's a nice slim pack. Fits in the backpack, no problem. Yeah, so this is brand new. I've not used this one yet. It's a dark moss colour. It's a roll top and clip design, but it is easy to get back in the bag once you've used it. The weight of the pack is 1.7 kilograms, so it's not the lightest, but it's not too heavy either. So that's the footprint of the tent laid out. It also comes with 2 aluminium poles. It's a tunnel tent design. It's more of a Bivi tent really, it's quite low profile. I think it's only 75 centimetres at the highest point from the inside, but it is quite wide. It's 90 centimetres across on the inside as well. What I like about this tent is as well, the ground sheet is really strong. It's not really thin and flimsy like with some tents. It's really tough and robust, and also the elasticated loops as well. They're also really good quality, really strong. It's a really quick and easy tent to set up as well. Just feed the 2 poles through the sleeves and then peg it out. So I'll show you in the tent when it's set up. There's a key and loop system where the key just slots into the end of the pole there, so it makes it a really solid structure when it's up. Right then, so that's the inner tent set up. You can see where the ground sheet comes high up there. They've got really good ground sheets, these tents. And it's just a thin mesh, so it's probably not the warmest tent to use in the winter. But for the summer you'll get the extra ventilation. It's quite breathable really. I do own the Gossamer 2 as well, and they have camped overnight on a wild camp just using the inner tent with no fly sheet. So you can just use the inner if you want, or you could use it under the tarp for the tarp camp. Keep the midges out. It is more of a low profile stealth camping tent, Bivi tent. A good alternative to a hoop Bivi, even though it's slightly heavier, but it has got a really good ground sheet like I've mentioned. But that does add to the weight. It's not the lightest at 1.7 kilograms. Just throwing the fly sheet over now. There is this velcro that you've got to line up. The fly sheet just velcros onto the inner, and then cover the inner and just peg it out. It's really easy to set up. So that's the tent set up. So it is a really low profile. You can't really sit up in it, but it makes it good in the wind. The only other thing as well, they're a bit stingy on the pegs, so we have to share some of the pegs with the inner and the outer. The pegs are just aluminium hook pegs, quite lightweight. I'll put the specs on the screen so you can see the dimensions of the tent as well. I think the fly sheet's 4000 hydrostatic head, so it's really waterproof. You do get 2 guy lines as well, one on the front and there's one on the back as well. I'm just going to leave the one on the front for now. So the fly sheet pegs out using these strong elasticated loops, but there is little plastic hooks as well where the poles are to hook around the loop. Usually with my other tent I usually just pack 4 extra pegs and I usually just peg them out, makes it much stronger. So if I think on, I will add another 4 pegs to the peg pack of this tent. You'll see the logo here. Yeah, the Gossamer 2 is slightly different though. It's got more of a porch vestibule area for your bag, whereas this one you'd have to store your bag inside. There's not much space really. I think there's a slight gap. You might get away with a few things, pots, cups and that kind of thing, but usually your bag has to go inside the tent with you. Not ideal if it's lashing down. I'll just show you the entrance, what I meant. There is a slight little space there. Might get a few items in there overnight, but there isn't much storage room really. The entrance to get in isn't really big either. You've got to crouch right down. You might end up walking, well, crawling on the grass, getting your knees wet and that kind of thing, so you're best having some kind of ground sheet. I've brought a little ground sheet with me using this tent. I'll just keep that tucked away when I need it. Crawling in and out so I don't get my knees soaked. There is a little line as well that goes along the middle. You can tighten that up. But yeah, it's quite wide inside. I can't sit up in it, I'm 6'4", but I'm not sure most people can sit up in it. But it is quite wide. Quite roomy really for one person. That's a bivvy tent. I mean, if you just see it as a bivvy tent or as an alternative to a bivvy bag kind of thing, a lightweight tent. I mean, lengthwise there is loads of room. It's just headroom really. Like I said, I'm 6'4". I have plenty of room lying down in it, but I just can't sit up. There's quite a bit of room towards the sides, and you have got pockets to store your items in, flashlight, stuff like that. Right then, I'll leave the video here. That's just a quick review of the Jack Wolfskin Gossamer. Thanks for watching.